Okay, so here's what I would suggest trying before making all the changes that your coaches are suggesting 3 weeks into the season. There are three or four different ways we could change our swing without dealing with the rest of our mechanics, right? So when we talk about mechanics, we're talking about how you set up, how you load, how you stride, and how you swing. So all of those make your mechanics, right? So the swing, we can make adjustment to the swing without changing the mechanics. So here's what I would suggest, just based on hearing you and what you're explaining the issue is. If you really feel like your approach is good, you feel like you're swinging at the right pitches, you're seeing the ball, then maybe it is a swing thing, okay? But here's what I would suggest. First, I would start with your grip. How hard are you gripping the bat, right? So we want to stay loose with the grip because if you're squeezing it too hard, then you're creating tension. And when you create tension, then you're losing the instinctive part of the swing. Okay, so that's where I would start first. The second one I would talk through is how hard am I swinging? If you're over swinging and you're a guy that has a tendency to over swing, if you're over swinging, then now you're trying to swing harder, and so your body is now doing more work, and so now you're losing barrel, you're losing your control of your barrel, and now you're missing balls. Okay, so that's the second one. The first one, again, the grip. The second one is how hard you're swinging. The third one would be point of contact. So you have to understand, like, the deeper that ball comes, the more I hit ground balls. And so the more out front I hit it, the more I elevate balls and drive baseballs. Okay? So what you're telling me right now is you're hitting a lot of ground balls and you're hitting a lot of weak shots. So you're hitting it closer to the handle, which means you're a little bit later. You're hitting more ground balls, which means you're a little bit later. So if that's not what you're trying to do, then let's catch that ball out front and see what that does for you, right? And then the last one would be again adjusting where you want to hit it. So if you're pulling off balls, which is what you're explaining to me, that you're gripping the bat hard, you're swinging hard, and now you're catching the ball deep and you're pulling off on baseballs. So let's go loosen the grip up, swing about 85%, change the point of contact out front, and then try to hit the opposite field. And let's see what that does. And I guarantee you that might be a better fix than you trying to change, your entire your entire mechanics.